Hey, how's it going, you guys? Welcome back to some more 9-9. We are now in episode 3. This is featuring Haruka Kousaka. Now, y'all know she's not my favorite girl. So, we're going to see how this goes. I'm going to go into it, of course, with an open mind, like I always say. And I'm going to see if my opinion of her greatly changes, which I'm assuming it will. I feel like the more I get to know her, the more I'm going to like her character. And I'm not like totally opposed to her character. Like I said, I just have a few things I don't like. So, I'm open to changing that. And hopefully this episode will be the one to do it. So just looking at the title screen here, I'm noticing a theme, okay? It seems that we have, like, puzzle pieces. Because I'm pretty sure, like, Sora had, like, this Rubik's Cube block thing. And there was, like, pieces to it. And now we got, like, this big puzzle thing. So I'm like, what are they trying to put together? This has to be something in the plot, right? I'm not sure if it's specific to this episode or if it's just, like, a theme overall. But I noticed that. The other thing I noticed is, can we talk about her hand right here in the middle of the screen? What is going on with this hand? Why do her fingers look like some of them are inflated and then the other ones just like are just kind of there? They're just kind of attached. If you look at like her like ring finger that she's got going on right there, so it's a little weird to me. I just wanted to point that out for my own satisfaction. But anyways, guys, I know y'all have been waiting for this. It's been, I mean, like a week or something, I think, since I did the last episode. And I know y'all are excited to see my reactions to this one. I do want to point out, I did notice that Sophie was talking to Yoichi at the end of the last episode. I did notice that, okay? Y'all were saying that I forgot it, or I skimmed over it, or didn't pay attention to it. I did notice, okay, I promise. And it didn't really surprise me. It doesn't really surprise me. So we know there's the other Sephiroth, right? So is it entirely possible there is another Sophie? I considered that when I first heard that, but I was just very excited about Yoichi being bad. Y'all know I was so excited. But I'm kind of waiting to see what's going on with Sophie. I don't know if she's a double agent. It's entirely possible this Sophie has been part of the other Sephiroth all along. That could be a theory. I have a few ideas, but I want to wait until I get more confirmation about that, okay? So I did notice. I just wanted to let you guys know. But let's go ahead and load a new game. So how far back are we going? We're going to the 26th. Hopefully we'll get some context of when that happened. Scarcely half a month has passed since the new term began and I became a second year. And yet this is perhaps the most eventful 15 days of my entire life. It all started at the festival. Oh no, we have to get another recap. Oh, I have to read this for the third time. A while back, there was an anime called Mobius during the cycle of reincarnation. The town I live in, Shiro Mitsugawa, helped sponsor in a way of promoting tourism into the area. The show had some convoluted plot based off of local folklore. It left a big impression on a small group of dedicated fans, but most people regard it as one of those oddball shows that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Depending on who you are. Though it went down in anime history as a complete failure, it's unclear whether the bigwigs behind the regional sponsorship deal are clueless to that fact, or they simply aren't willing to admit it. It's been 2 years since the anime aired, and so we have the second annual Mobius Festival, a ham-fisted attempt to get some mileage out of the anime, despite the local residents' overwhelming opposition to getting through the cringeworthy event a second time. Unfortunately, an earthquake happened right as things were getting started, putting an abrupt end to the festivities. To make matters worse, the earthquake shattered the namesake treasure of the Shrine of the White Serpent's relic, the location featured prominently in the anime and also the site of the festival. As a result, a gate opened between our world and a parallel dimension. I wish I was joking. But no, that really happened. After that, we found a statue that turned out to be a petrified human. That was the start of my surreal half-month. The next major incident was one of the students from my school, Hakusen Academy, set the building ablaze using some strange power. During the fray, my classmate Miyako Kujo used some kind of superpower to extinguish the source of the flames. And if that wasn't crazy enough, one of the residents of this parallel world, Sophitia, showed up at my house, who may or may not be bad. We'll have to see. I didn't really see that part coming. I didn't see, like... Okay, I don't know if it's our Sophie, but I didn't see Sophie being bad. So I was like, okay. But I don't know. Anything could happen, right, guys? After seeing so many crazy things, all I could do was believe the story she told me. It appeared all these incidents had been caused by powerful objects known as artifacts. They spilled into our world from Sophitia's, but they looked like ordinary jewelry. They grant the wielders immense power, but they are also liable to drive them insane. Not even Sophitia knows how many artifacts have found their way to our world. I'm gonna be honest, every time it says Sophitia, I keep wanting to call her Sophie. Not used to the correct name. Still haven't caught the murderer behind the petrification incidents, and there's a real possibility that the other malicious users with no reservations about utilizing their power might pop up. If that happens, there will be even more innocent victims. Worse, if the other villains appear, they might spur the user of the evil eye to commit even greater atrocities. I teamed up with Kujo to catch the culprit, but our first course of action has been to look for trustworthy users to win over on our cause. Yeah, and it's gonna be interesting. So I'm curious. So Ghost is obviously back. Ghost is not dead anymore. I wonder how we're going to deal with that this time. Because obviously that's going to be a big plot point, right? And then, of course, Yoichi. That'll be interesting. Figured searching for allies would take some time, but to my surprise, we found another user pretty easily. We found Sora Nimi. Turns out my sister Sora, of all people, is a user too. Never expected someone that close to me would be wrapped up in all of this. Getting another comrade so quickly was kind of anticlimactic, really. Anyways, after recruiting my sister, we started checking the fan forums of Mobius Anime to see if any real users had been posting there. Eventually, we ran across someone who looked like they fit the bill. Okay, so we're quite a bit into this, because I feel like episode 3 was mostly in May, right? Or episode 2, I'm sorry. Episode 2 was mostly in May. So we're already almost to May. Haruka Kousaka, the third year from my school, has always been surrounded by a harem of dudes. Her popularity is unnatural, and her overbearing, regal demeanor is pretty similar to this person called Queen of Eden we found in the forums. We thought there was a pretty good chance she was another user, so we decided to investigate her. Unfortunately, things didn't go quite as planned. Sora, whose ability is perfect for covert ops, offered to tail Kousaka for us, but then she got caught by Kousaka's comrades. Oh, okay, so we're already past this then. I do like how they do this little recap, because it's like, I kind of need to be caught up to speed. I don't know what happened on which dates. They introduced themselves as Rig Veda and invited us to join the organization. Their leader is a guy called Commander. Yeah, something like that. And his goal is to create a paradise for users. He said that in order to achieve that goal, he is willing to kill if necessary. Naturally, there's no way I'd cooperate if a guy like that so I refused his invitation. He didn't like that one bit. This freaking loser. Thus, he declared war on us. It was a dicey situation. None of our artifacts were suited for fighting, but we couldn't afford to let a man as dangerous as Commander run free. Just as we resolved to fight. I still think this is probably the funniest moment that we've had in 9-9. It was so funny. So great. I loved it. An unexpected ally appeared. 9 balls parfait queen, Noah Yuki. Turns out she was a user, and just like us, she'd agree with Rig Veda's ideals or methods. She engaged Commander in the most cringy power-level debate I've ever seen. The ridiculous Chudy argument helped dispel the tension between our two groups, though, and Rig Veda left without a fight. And it was beautiful. Oh no, I have to hear that more. I don't want to hear about how I'm your Oni-chan. At least we're not getting with our sister this time. I can be thankful for that, okay? I managed to make it through all of episode 2. And I will say it was better than I thought. But it didn't really change my opinion. It was what it was. This was the parting remark of one of Rig Veda's members left as she departed. Yeah, I'm gonna deal with freaking Ghost again. Unwilling to be outdone on the Chuny scale, Yuki went on to create the Valhalla Society to fight Rig Veda, and we ended up becoming a part of it. I would say unfortunate, but you know, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just gonna be a fun time. Pretty certain that Evil Eyes user, the one who turned that poor girl to stone, is one of Rig Veda's members. Well, it could be one of 2, because apparently there's 2 of them. Or Commander just has the ability to borrow powers. I don't know, maybe he has multiple. The fellow user, it's my responsibility to stop them. My resolve renewed, I go to bed. Okay, so we got a little bit of the recap out of the way. Curious to see where are we going to go from here. Okay, so weren't we already on the 26th? Thought we were.
忘れ物はないかな?
You don't think you're forgetting anything? Good. You don't remember anything from the last route. Good. Sora rifles through her bag. It's the day after our run-in with Rigveda. Sora must have felt bad about getting caught since she looked pretty despondent last night. It probably didn't help that Ghost threatened her like that either. Hell, I'm still pissed off about that too. But right now we need to be careful. There's no telling when those guys might try to attack us.
完璧!
Sora closes her bag and gets to her feet.
いや早く遅刻するよ。
まだそんなに遅くないだろう。
急ぎたくないじゃん。準備できてるならもう行こうよ。
はーいはい。
Alright, let's freaking go. Urged on by Sora, I sling my bag over my shoulder to head to the front door. Back to the old grind.
行くよ。
It's been a while since we've been to school. I feel like the whole last game we like kind of went for a bit and then just stopped.
おい、わかったって。
We were sick. It was more like an excuse to hang out with our sister and grow closer. Sora grabs me by the arm and pulls me outside before I even have time to finish putting my shoes on.
おお、いい天気。
なんだよ、くっつくなよ。
いいじゃん。照れんなよ。
I'm pretty sure this is like a new sprite, right? From the second game. I hope they like keep all the sprites moving forward because I liked the new sprites they added each game.
うっぜ。
おい、今小声でなんつった
I hope we get to see the one. I know I always make fun of that one every time she does it, but I really love it. Like I grew to like love that sprite. I'm like, this is the best sprite ever. Disentangle myself from Sora, we start walking to school. Looks like she's still not over the events of yesterday, and now I'm the one who has to suffer for it. She hasn't left my side since waking up. She even tried to go to the bathroom with me and talk about Moronic. I wonder why.
お昼買ってくよね。
Like, so technically Sora being in love with him is like canon, right? Like that no matter which route we're in, even if we're not in episode 2. So I'm gonna assume that's the case. So she really does love her brother. It just won't get fulfilled.
ああ。
私の分も買っ。
わない。
くそ。
Wow, okay. I mean, it's true, but... Stop by the convenience store and grab some sandwiches and drinks. Even though we left home early, we still run into the one person I really didn't want to see. Well, I hate to tell you, you're going to be seeing a lot of her this route. And that's okay, because like I said, I'm looking forward to getting to know her more. I may have been a little bit harsh, and I was harsh on Sora for good reason. But Haruka, I just don't know Haruka that well. I'm open to it, though. Sora stops in her tracks. Kousaka Senpai is standing in the middle of the sidewalk as though she's waiting for someone. For once, she doesn't have her boy toys with her.
行くぞ。
That sounds so mean to say.
あ、
There's no point in standing around glaring at each other. I also feel like we'd be giving in if we detoured around her, so I decided to just walk straight past her. As we brush by Kousaka Senpai, it looks like she wants to say something to us. But I only spare her a brief glance, so I can't be sure. Chalking it up to my imagination, I resolutely keep going. However, Kousaka Senpai runs to catch up to us. She dashes past us and silently waits a short distance ahead. I think this happened exactly the same way, right? I'm sure this conversation will go a little bit differently to like kind of pivot us onto the new route, but I keep pretending I'm imagining things and walk past her again. Wow. This is why you got called a dick, okay? That's a dick move right there. But you know, I respect it. It's funny. Undeterred, she runs past us once more and this time meets my gaze. She even looks like she's gathering her courage to say something.
なんすかね。
Yeah, because this is a new sprite, so they're definitely keeping the old ones.
声かけた方がいいんでしょうか。
そうしないと延々と繰り返すことになりそうだな。
Yeah, pretty much. But like I said, I think this happened before, just the same way. Sighing, we stop in front of Kosuke
なん
Senpai.
か用すか。
Kosuke Senpai averts her gaze and takes a few steps back. You're the one who wanted to talk to us, so that's with the wimpy attitude. Well, I guess I am acting a bit confrontational. Yeah, you are acting a bit cold to her, so you're not really starting a good conversation here. Right now, she's in her timid personality, not her Empress one. I'll take a deep breath to calm myself and ask her
何か
again.
用があるんですよね。
So is this where we're kind of on friendly terms? Like, has Sora, like, started talking to her yet? I don't think so. Sora seems to be not on friendly terms. Okay. I did see a little bit of a glimpse. There was like a new sprite or something right there. What is with that girl?
何なの？
手紙か？
It's a love letter. Ooh. That would be a plot twist. She ends up falling in love with Sora instead. I'd be okay with it.
ぽいけど、ラブレター？
一瞬俺も思っちゃったけど、なわけないよな。
だよね。なんだろう。何怖い。
読んでみれば。
兄や開けて。
Oh wait, this happened last time though, I think
なん
too.
でだよ。
カミソリとか入ってたら怖い。
さすがにそんな陰湿なことしないだろ
I don't know. It's telling you to take the envelope and cautiously break the seal. There's no razor inside, just a neatly folded piece of paper. Pull it out, unfold it, and skim the contents. I'm trying to remember what it says.
う。やっぱお前宛てだな。
マジでラブレター？
Oh, this is where she was apologizing, right? She was apologizing for not, like, doing more.
読めばわかる。
怖い。
自分で読め。
I wonder how this is going to change, though. Push the letter into Sora's hands. Reluctantly, she starts reading.
昨日はごめんなさい。
Yeah.
私では
Okay. Okay, I remember
止めら
now.
れませんでした。謝罪文？
みたいだな。
よければ連絡くださいって ID まで書いてある。話したいことあるって。
どうすんだ？
So I'm curious. So if they have the exact same lines, I wonder if they re-record them. If y'all have ever seen The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, you'll know that they had 8 episodes called The Endless 8. They redid the voice lines and redid the animation for each episode, and each episode was very similar, okay? Like the first so many episodes, like just slight changes in the story, but or else they're just in a loop. They're just repeating things. And I really respect them for that. They were willing to redo it over and over and over. And a lot of people do not like the Endless 8 for this reason. They think it was a complete waste. But I think, in my opinion, it really sold the situation they were in. And I really respect that they were willing to redo everything for each episode. I think that was really cool. So I wonder if they redo any of the lines, or if like it's just kind of similar, they just keep the same line just to make it the same. I mean, it kind of is the same, but we're going to get to a point where it's going to start pivoting towards a different direction.
どうすんだって、どうすればいいの？
明確に敵対しているわけだし、無視もありだとは思うが。
She's kind of, I mean, yes, she is our ally, our enemy, but she could be an ally. Like, and I'm talking about at this point in time. Like, she could possibly be an ally because she kind of, like, stepped in and tried to help Sora, you know?
代わりに俺から連絡してみてもいいし。
でも本気で謝ろうとしてたらそれ失礼じゃない？
Just do it. You already know you're going to. I've seen episode 2.
妙に律儀だなお前。
昨日高坂先輩だけは心配してくれてたんだよね。話してあげたらとか言ってくれてたし。
ああ、そういえばそうか。
だから、ちょっと私連絡取ってみる。
Oh. That wasn't an option before that, I remember.
いや、やっぱり俺が代わりに連絡する。
Okay. So, interesting. This is going in a different direction pretty early on then. Okay. So, instead of Sora talking to her, instead of becoming friends with her, we're going to talk to her now. Okay. Interesting, interesting.
別に大丈夫だと思うけどな。
でも不安はあるだろう。
まあ。
だから俺がする。
じゃあお願いしよっかな。
Interesting. Okay.
ああ。
へへ、シスコンね。心配性だな、ニーヤンは。
You know, I can't even deny it.
心配しちゃ悪いか。
真面目に返されるのは想定外だった。
Wait, hold up. Oh. I don't know why I skimmed over that line. That's why I went back. But I was like, I didn't really absorb it. I didn't think he would admit it.
昨日あんなことがあったばかりだしな。心配してねえよバーカとか言ってる場合じゃないだろ。
へへ。じゃあお願いします。
Alright, you're counting on your big brother, sure. Take the letter from Sora and slip it into my pocket. Even if Kosuka Senpai was the one who tried to help Sora, she still agreed to join a group that condones murder. That's something I can't overlook. Her apology might not be sincere. I won't know for sure until I talk to her.
なんかめっちゃシリアスな顔してる。
気にすんな。行くぞ。
ニーニー、実は結構あの人たちに
ああ。
うへへ、シスコンね。
He is. We can't deny it now. I really can't. I'm not going to defend him anymore because we saw how it went.
あ、ダメだ。冗談通じないレベルでガチギレしてる。
It's not getting annoyed by my dumb jokes.
私が言うのもなんだけど、さっきみたいにいきなり喧嘩腰はダメだよ。先輩だけほんと優しかったから、ほんと。
わかった。気をつけるよ。
絶対だよ。ニーヤンが危ない目に遭うのも嫌だし、クールにね、クールに。
Okay, we will.
わかったわかった。
Sighing, I relaxed my tense expression a bit. Really, there's no point in me getting pissed. I don't even know what my artifact does, so I'm stuck relying on everyone else to bail me out. It'd be lame if I let my anger get the better of me and land me in hot water. I've got to be calm as possible when talking to Kosuka-senpai. I need to start showing Sora I can be a reliable older brother. Okay. Good. Interesting.
はい。数学の宿題プリント回収しますよ。後ろから前に回して。
Alright. Yes, mommy. I mean, ma'am. As homeroom drones on, I take my phone out under the desk and surreptitiously glance at the screen. Why is that so hard to say? I've already added Kosuka-senpai's ID to my contacts so I can message her anytime. Honestly, there's no real need to rush, but I want to put Sora's worries to rest as soon as possible. That being said, I have no idea what message I should send. Sora did say not to be too confrontational, so got it. Good morning, I'm Sora's brother. I realize I want to apologize. You want to apologize to Sora, but she's still a little bit worried about talking to you, so I'm contacting you in her stead. That's a good enough introduction, I think. You should just ask her out. Just do it. It'll throw her off. Wait, this is still pretty confrontational, isn't it? I'm basically saying I don't trust her. What's a nice way of saying this? I'm sorry for being so aggressive this morning. Thank you for trying to help Sora last night. If I add that, it sounds nicer, right? Yes. Yes. But that's okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with defending your little sister, okay? It's when you start going all Alabama and start dating your sister. That's when things are a little interesting. Whatever, let's just hit send. Who cares what anyone thinks? Barely a second after I tap send, the message read checkmark shows up. Kosuka-senpai must have been staring at her phone this whole time waiting for a message. Her reply comes almost instantly. Good morning, this is Haruka Kousaka. I'm sorry, I should have realized she'd still be wary of me. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have made such a shameless request. That's 2 I'm sorries in 2 sentences. Kind of feeling guilty for doubting her now. She sent a follow-up message while I'm still trying to figure out how to reply. Sorry about what happened yesterday. I couldn't stop those 2 even though I wanted to. All I could do was worry. Sorry. Sorry. I'm just imagining her saying that at the end. That's strange. Something about her phrasing catches my attention. She said she couldn't stop them. Does that mean I quickly type out a reply? Could it be that you actually don't really like those guys that much? Like before, she reads it right away. But this time there's no reply.
Hi, homeroom 終わり。起立例は省略。
Best teacher. Best teacher. That's like tradition. You can't skip that. And she's just like, screw it. I'm not feeling it. Miss Naruse stacks up the worksheet she collects, then leaves the classroom. Once she's gone, the students start chatting with each other. There's only 5 minutes left until first period. I guess it's probably better to continue my conversation with Senpai during lunch or after school.
かっけるー。何まったりしてんの？早く行かないと。
Hey, I don't want you acting friendly around me no more. I know about you, mister. I know all about you now. I knew it. Everything I ever believed was confirmed. This guy. Who does he think he is? Just walking around here acting like he's not some super villain? Acting like he's not some mastermind of some evil game that he's playing with us? This guy. Can you believe it, guys? Can you believe this? Can't.
ん
Can't deal with him
どこ
anymore.
に
Actually, I should probably read what he said, though. What are you sitting around for? We gotta hurry. Gotta hurry up. What? What are you trying to hurry me into, huh? Your trap? Your trap, huh?
スマホばっかいじってるから聞き逃すんだよ。今日は視聴覚室でするんだってさ。1時間目。
よくわからんドキュメンタリーとか見るんかな。
かもね。早く行こうよ。
わかった。
With some brainwashing video. We're in a school after all. Slide my chair back and stand up. Just then my phone vibrates. I sneak a quick peek at the screen while I gather my textbooks. At first, I thought we could be friends, but after what happened last night, I'm a little scared of them. Thought it might be something like that. This changes everything.
かける。置いてくよ。
So that wasn't her saying that, though, right? Okay, no. Okay. Sorry, I'm still thinking about him being bad. I need to get that out of my head. I need to focus, okay? They're gonna show it later. I don't need to worry about it now, okay?
わかったわか
All
っ
right,
た。
we're coming.
何九条さん
No, I'm not telling you who I'm talking to.
ちげえよ。
絶対女の子だよ。僕にはわかるんだ。
Or your
感じるんだ。
artifact. Maybe your artifact's telling you that, huh?
どんな能力だよ。行こうぜ。
I follow Yoichi out of the classroom. If those messages are to be believed, Senpai is suspicious of Rig Veda. Of course, it could all be a trick, but if not...
Kousaka senpai wo.
Does Yoichi have blue hair? I know that's a very random question to ask, but was it blue or is it more of like a dark color? I bet his artifact is his hair. Because everyone else in this game seems to have regular hair colors, which I appreciate and I respect. No one has like crazy hair colors. But he has blue. Or bluish. What's up by Kosuka senpai?
仲間に誘おうと。
あ
We hold our usual meeting at 9 ball after school. Is Yuki here? Is she just eating a parfait in the background? It's like... Kuja's still on the clock though, so it's hard to have a lengthy
そうだ
discussion.
ね。不安に思っているなら、私たちと一緒に。はい。ごめんね。また後で。
It's okay. I'll forgive you. I like your glasses.
後で連絡するんで、先輩はお仕事に集中してください。お願いします。
Kujo runs off to take a customer's order. I sip the soda I ordered while Sora gives me a puzzled look.
今朝あんなに怒ってたのに、仲間に誘おうなんて言うと思わなかった。
Oh, that wasn't anger. I was just constipated. Don't worry about it.
嘘じゃないならだけどな。
ほほう。まだ完全に信用したわけではないと。
I mean, yeah, I don't feel like at this point he should, but
そりゃそうだろ
he should see if he can trust her.
メッセージ、どれくらいやりとりしたの？
Oh, we talked like all day. You know, we're practically boyfriend girlfriend now.
ああ、朝に少しだけ。ごめんなさいって伝えておいてってさ。
他には？
それで終わり。
うわー、なんか、うわ、それならやっぱ私が連絡したかったな。
No, because that ends up with us being together, and I'm not trying to go
ま
down that route again.
あ、文面からも申し訳ない感じというか、俺に対する怯えみたいなのは感じましたね。
I mean, she's just scared of men in general.
喧
So.
嘩腰やめろって言ったじゃん。
I didn't do nothing!
丁寧なメッセージ送ったって。でも
Gosh.
なんか
I'm
警
starting
戒しすぎて申し訳なかったなと思ったんだが。
I'm starting to like replicate his feelings. We both like had like a sudden outburst there, like trying to defend ourselves. I'm like starting to freaking I don't even know what word I'm looking for. We're starting to relate to each other, okay? I'm starting to feel what he's feeling. I'm zoning in.
が、
それも作戦かもしれん。
まあね、なんとも言えないけどね。
夜にでもまた連絡してみる。
Ooh, okay.
仲間にならないかって？
それはまだ早い。っていうか、別の提案もありだな。
I got it. We ask her out on a date. I said that earlier. I still mean it. I think we should.
別？
俺が仲間になる。
What? No. That's not gonna happen, is it? That'd be kind of cool, actually. I'd want to see that.
リグベーダに。
お？
I feel like that's the dumbest idea. So dumb. Sora cocks her head looking at me like I'm
何
crazy.
のために？
考えてみたんだよ。
う
先輩がもし俺たちの仲間になったら
ん。どうなるって。あ
裏切りは許さんとかにならないか？
あ、なりそ
だろ？仲間入り俺たちが断った途端、じゃあ敵だなって襲いかかろうとしてきたやつだ。
Yeah, but then
裏
you're
切り者を
trapped.
許すはずがない。
う。だから高坂先輩を裏切らせるんじゃなく、自らが敵の懐に飛び込もうと。
その方が安全な気がするんだよ。先輩の人となりを見極めるって意味でもさ。
納得できないでもないけど、
あ
石化事件の犯人を見つけることでしょ。
あ、だな。
魔眼のユーザーをさ、司令官って人が肯定擁護してたけどさ、あの中にいるかはわかんないじゃん。
Only you know.
ただの生きった中二集団かもしれないじゃん。無視するのもありなんじゃないって私は思うんだけど。
You know, that's what you would think after the whole interaction with Noah and Commander, but unfortunately that is not the case.
魔眼のユーザーがいるって分かってるなら潜入もいいと思うけどさ、まだ分かんないわけじゃん。それを確かめるためにニーヤンがああいうのと絡むのどうかなって思うわけですよ、私は。
Oh, freaking lots of choices. Okay, the Evil Eyes user is a part of Rig Beta.
いや、魔眼のユーザーはあの中にいる。
え、そうなの？
いる。確信がある。
So we keep getting these dialogue choices, and that's supposed to like kind of tell us as the viewer, right? That like, okay, something's changing. We're making a decision that's branching us. And then maybe I don't know. They'll have us come back to it. Maybe if there's a bad end, I don't know. But I was thinking, is this a part of his power? So I feel like whenever he uses his power, there's like a dialogue option. We're changing things, right? Is that like us influencing things? And I'm wondering if his power has something to do with being able to have memories of the other branches. So maybe not necessarily time travel, but each like dead end that we're going to that's not like a true end is like it's an experience that's happening in another branch that's getting us closer and closer to being able to have all the knowledge we need in the final true end, right? To get to the end. Like we're gonna use all these experiences. Something like that. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm getting close to it. But maybe we're like slowly like incorporating things from other branches, other decisions. I don't know. I'm trying to understand why we would have these dialogue options.
どんな？
どんな？
Because like he just said like, oh, you know, Rig Veda has the user of the evil eye. Okay, that's knowledge he would have from another branch we've already seen. The decision to talk to Kousaka instead of having Sora do that, I mean, that could be technically a part of our knowledge from other branches. Like maybe we're like sending it to ourselves, I guess, that like, hey, we need to become closer to Kousaka. We need to do something different than we did before in order to change things. I'm not sure where exactly I'm going with that, but I'm just wondering if maybe that's something to do with it.
いやだから確信があるんでしょ？
ああ。
根拠っていうか証拠とか見つけたの？
いや別に。
Yeah, see, that's why I think that that's the case. Like, he's somehow learning knowledge from other branches and, like, able to make different decisions because of that knowledge. Or he's, like, his other version is influencing himself to make a different choice.
いや、あれ？根拠も証拠もないのに確信が？
ある。
なんでこの人自信たっぷりなの？
そういえばなんでだろうな。
I don't know. You tell me. Why are you so sure of it?
何言ってんの？大丈夫？ニーニ大丈夫？
I wonder if episode 3 we're going to dive more into his ability. Like, if we're going to finally learn something about it, or if that's going to be something they're going to save kind of for the end.
なんだろうな。説明はできないけど、不思議と確信がある。
ちなみに誰なの？
誰？
Oh. I don't know. My theory, I'm not sure. I don't think like maybe I'm right on the money, but maybe I'm like close to it. Like I'm maybe in the right direction.
ゴーストだ。
Because how else would we
う
know
わ言い切
this?
った。
Like how else are we getting this information? It's showing dialogue options. Like we're suddenly getting this information from something.
なんか変だな俺。確かに証拠はないけど、あいつだ。間違いない。
One thing I really do hope is they bring back his fire powers. I'm assuming they're going to, but I really hope that like he gets the relic again and is able to use it.
もしかしてようやく目覚めた力に。
The game's hinting at it, guys. The game is hinting at his artifact being able to do
目
this.
覚めた。
Look down at my hand, I clench into a fist and open it. Like Kujo and Sora, I'm technically a user, but I have no clue what my power is. According to Sophie, I fit all the criteria for a user, but I don't remember ever getting an artifact. It's actually been bothering me that I'm the only powerless one in our group, however. Okay, I'm sorry, I was just thinking of a theory. Like, it's not possible he received the artifact in another loop, is it? But I don't know, because I feel like the first game was technically, like, the first branch, right? And then everything's gone off since there. So, like, there's no possibility there was, like, something before that, I don't think.
なんか感じるの？こう何？ふつふつと湧き出る力的な？
Because I feel like with his ability, maybe there's a possibility that he can remember something from the past. Like, remember how he got the power or the artifact.
いや、ない。
But I'm not sure if they'll go that route.
ないのかよ。
だが、
I curl my fingers into a fist again. There's no special sensation or rush of power. However, I do feel this inexplicable discomfort.
これがそうなのか？俺の無意識の中に確信が眠っているというか、変な表現だけど、そうとしか言えないな。自分の言葉に妙に自信があるんだよ。
I really hope that's like the case going forward, is that he's just able to recall things. That's also interesting. It could be implying, okay, so let's say I'm right. Let's say that he's gathering information from other branches and he's able to like recall that. So he's able to get further and further in each branch, right? He's able to attain more information much quicker. And so that we get different results, right? But let's say that's true. Is it possible? So you know how like when you use your artifact more, you get better at it, right? Or it goes stronger. Is it possible that his artifact is transcending branches? And it's getting stronger in each branch that it's being used. Okay. I'm going to keep that in mind. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. We'll see.
ああ、なるほど。ニーヤンそういうタイプか。星に蓄積された膨大な記憶から必要な情報を引き出すとか、そんなやつだ。
Okay, now they're just confirming it right here. I have to be somewhat right, okay? I have to be. Don't let me know if I am, because that's probably a spoiler, but
完全に裏方じゃねえか。まあ役に立つならいいけど、一応ソフィーに聞いた方がいいな。
like I have to be somewhere close, and I have to be in the vicinity at the very least.
困った時の異世界人ですな。
Our friendly interdimensional helper.
答えてくれねえ気もするけど。
But let's assume Sophie is bad, okay? Like, this Sophie has been bad the whole time. Which I don't know if I believe that. I feel like there's got to be at least two Sophies. There's probably two Sophies. They're probably completely different. Maybe there's, like, a good and a bad one or something, you know? Maybe they're, like, very similar. Because we already know about the other Sephiroth, so it makes sense that there's somebody from that one helping Yoichi. But we'll see. I'll wait. I mean, I kind of feel like I have it figured out, but we'll see.
てか、もし本当ならやばくない？殺人犯の仲間になるとか。
まあ、俺の妄想かどうかの確認もしたいな。ゴーストが魔眼のユーザーである証拠をつかみたい。
確かに証拠は必要だけど。危ないことだけはしないでね。
え？ああ。
Okay. Just kind of interesting. She's just kind of joining our conversation randomly. Kujo must have been listening to our conversation while waiting tables since she says that to me as she walks past. I mean, this is a dangerous proposition, but
飛び込まないことには進展しないしな。
それはそうだけど、そもそもどう飛び込むの？
高坂先輩の力、魅了だよな。
okay, I think I see where they're going with this. They're going to talk to Sophie about it. Sophie's going to say, okay, I mean, I guess that plan could work. And then she's going to give him the artifact. So at least he has some kind of ability he can show off and say, hey, I got something. I think that's where they're going to go with this. So that way he'll have the artifact early on, and throughout the novel, it'll be growing stronger because he'll be using it more, hopefully, or at least practicing with it. Okay, I see where they're kind of going with this, maybe.
多分そうじゃ。ああ、操られた体で行くってこと？
Or they're going to go that route.
そう。先輩に魅了されたふりをして仲間になる。なんなら本当に魅了してもらってもいい。
それならいけるのか？
まあ、先輩に話してみないとだけどな。
うちのリーダーには？
リーダー？ああ、結城か。
I like how there was that good amount of pause right there. Who are you talking about? Oh, Yuki. He's just like, had to think about it.
さすがに勝手に決めちゃまずいっしょ。
なんか止められそうな気がするんだよな。
正義のヒーローって雰囲気だったから、そういう小細工好きじゃなさそうな感じはあるね。
I liked my idea better. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Well, okay.
まあ、話がまとまった段階で話すか。できるかどうかもわかんないわけだし。
それもそっか。
とりあえず先輩だな。
さっきみやこ先輩も言ってたけど、無茶しないでよ。
I mean, that sounds pretty freaking dangerous, but
わか
okay.
ってる。
Nodding, I suck on my straw. Is Ghost really the evil eyes user? Need to find out this epiphany of mine is true or not. Epiphany, you say? Really hope that I've awoken to my power and that's why I know. But it doesn't quite feel like I'm using an artifact. Yours is very different, I'll say that. Not sure what to think of it, Kakeru. Gripped by indecision, I stare at my phone for a good 10 minutes. I want to send Kozuka Senpai a message, but I don't know how to start the conversation. Can I even trust her? If I ask her for help and it turns out she's actually loyal to Rig Veda, our relationship with them is going to get even worse. If they feel threatened, they might even go after Sora or Kujo. I don't want to put them in danger. Yeah, this is a pretty bold plan, I'll say that. Gotta tread carefully here. The problem is...
器用に駆け引きできるタイプじゃねえしな。俺。
Guess I just gotta go for it. I'll put my faith in Kozuka Senpai's words. I'll believe she's as suspicious of Rig Veda as she says. Are you free right now? Mind if we chat for a bit? Alright, I broke the ice. This is around the time most people take a bath, so I figured she wouldn't reply right away, but I see the red message checkmark appear pretty quickly. Was she waiting this whole time for me to contact her again? Nah, it's probably just my ego talking. Gazed at my screen waiting for a reply. Then when I read her reply... Oh, Sophie, what are you butting in for? Face above my table warps and stuffed animal for a rather peculiar design appears in midair. This is Sophitia, our helper from a parallel world, who may or may not be helping somebody else. We'll have to see. She claims she's actually a super cute, super beautiful woman, but we have no way of knowing since all we can see is her stuffed animal avatar. So some of y'all have told me that we get to see her, and I'm so excited for that. I really want to know what she looks like. And I'm really disappointed that you said there's no route. Y'all spoiled that for me. There's no route for her. It's like, what am I even playing this game for? There's no route for her, no route for Teacher, no route for Ghost. It's like... all the best girls, man. Looks aside, she's got a caustic tongue, so I wouldn't really say she's cute.
何か用か?
Put my phone down on the table and turn to Sophie. She heaves a languid sigh. I wonder. So if they're going to do a split route like this again, where I have to go back, kind of like in the first game, I wonder if I'm gonna have to like change that because she interrupted us, and I remember before we were interrupted, and that changed things drastically.
用がなかったら来ないわよ。
Yeah, she's not even remotely cute.
で、
質問があるの。
質問?
何か変わったことは?
Freaking all the time. What do you mean? And my life is nothing but strange things now.
変わったこと?
You might even say it's Stranger Things. Okay, this is pretty much just Stranger Things season 5. tilt my head quizzically. There's been enough strange things the past few days. I don't even know what qualifies
アーティファ
anymore.
クトだのユーザーだの石化事件だの火事だの最近は変わったことばっかりだけど
Amen.
その中でも特に変わったことよ。あえて聞いてるんだからそれくらいわかるでしょ。察しが悪いわね。
Nope, doesn't
悪
ring a
か
bell
った
then.
な別に特に変わったことなんてああいや
Sophie, how do you know about this? I know what you're gonna say. I know what Kakuru's gonna say. How do you know about this then, Sophie? Why are you asking?
あるの？
ある俺も聞こうと思ってたんだった
聞かせて。
俺がおかしい
それのどこが変わったことなのよ。
What's strange about that?
おま
もっと具体的に。
知らないはずのことを知っているというか
例えば？
ゴーストが魔眼のユーザーであること
Oh, Sophie already knows. Sophie already knows. Well, it seems like it does. It's kind of hard to tell. She's a stuffed animal.
そんな言い方をするってことは、確証はないけど確信があるってことね。
I am so glad they're going this route. I'm so glad, like, this is happening.
そうまさにそれだリグベーダの誰かが魔眼のユーザーかもって初めて会った時に思ったけどまず怪しむならあの司令官ってやつだあいつは魔眼のユーザーを擁護してたし目の周りにスティグマが浮かんでいたあからさまに怪しいそれなのに俺はゴーストってやつが魔眼のユーザーだって確信してるあいつで
Interesting.
間違いないって
So he's writing Commander off as having the evil eye. I mean, I guess he probably doesn't think that there would be two evil eyes. But interesting. So Commander did start turning us to stone. I mean, he technically did have it, but like I said, I think his maybe is more of a copy ability or something along those lines. I don't think there's two evil eye users.
なぜかも説明できない根拠がまるでないのにそう確信してる
Interesting. Okay.
根拠のない確信。普段ならあなたの勘違い、思い込みでしょって。
けど
あなたの行動には不可解な点が多いのよ。
俺の
そう。もう少し観測させてちょうだい。何か分かったら教えてあげる。
なんかこうアーティファクトが目覚めた形跡とかそういうのはないのか
分かったら教えてあげる。
はいすみません
せっかちね。まあ気持ちは分からないでもないけれど。
なんかな落ち着かないというかただの思い込みというか直感のような気もしないでもないんだけどさ
無意識で処理した情報が直感として現れる。バカにできないわよ、あながち。もっとも直感に確信を持つというのも変な話ね。なかなか興味深いわ。
ありがとう頼むよ
まあなたが所持しているアーティファクトに
Please, I would love to
心
hear.
当たりがないわけではないのよね。
Enlighten me.
そうなの
そうなの。ただそれだと説明がつかないのよね。
Ah.
とにかく分かったら教えてあげる。
Don't
それまでいい子にして待ってなさい。
don't get me excited about you guessing, because I want to know if my guess is right.
いい子ってわかった
じゃあね。
Toodles. Interesting. I wonder if Sophie's going to be a lot nicer to us, because I know that she likes to peek at some of the other branches. I wonder if she's going to like become warmer to us a lot sooner. I mean, she was kind of warm right there. I wouldn't say she's like not warm, but Sophie waves her diminutive hand at me and then vanishes through a tear in space, because that's a normal thing. So there's something inexplicable about my actions, huh? Does that mean my artifact's finally awoken, or maybe it's been active for a while now? It's kind of unsettling not knowing what's going on with me.
あやべ
I forgot I was texting with Senpai. I hurriedly apologized for leaving her on red for so long, despite being the one to start the conversation, then send the question I was going to ask earlier. Do you agree with Rig Veda's goals, Senpai? This time she instantly replies that none of the hesitation I saw this morning. Both my other self and I wish to see a world where users don't have to hide who they are to live a peaceful life, but we don't approve of killing innocent people to achieve that goal. I realized Commander was just role-playing when he said that, but that doesn't change the fact that he tried to use his powers on you. I mean, is it really role-playing if he literally just tried to kill us? Despise my violence. If others are planning on creating a world where violence is an acceptable solution, then I don't think I can stay in Rig Veda. Okay. The huge wall of text. Just how fast can this girl type? Maybe she just likes talking, which is very interesting. That she talks so slow. In that case, it might be better if I call her. I'm not that good at talking over text. Sora's told me a few times that my messages come across as too curt, make me sound angry. No, please don't call her. This is not a good idea. Anyways, I'm relieved Senpai is of the same mind as we are. It's precisely why I don't want to give her the wrong impression. I decided to trust Senpai, so there's no harm in talking over the phone. Would it be alright if I called you? There's something I want your help with. As always, the red message checkmark appears instantly. But minutes pass, there's no reply. Now that I think about it, she's probably just as aware of me as I was of her. She probably should have taken things slower. Man, I'm not really cut out for this kind of stuff. Sorry, but I don't think I'm capable of talking just yet. Mainly because she takes 2 minutes to get a sentence out. So, that conversation won't go too well. I expected her to turn me down. Though it's a shame, I guess this is proof that Kousaka-senpai doesn't have any intention of tricking me. She would have agreed right away if she did. Her backing off is proof that she's conflicted. She's debating whether she wants to stay with Rig Veda or join us. This was all an accident, she's one hell of an actor. Just as I finished my analysis, she sends up a follow-up message that throws off all my reasoning. I'm not good with guys. Sorry. She's not good with guys. She's not good with guys. He just remembers all the guys hanging around her, even though she walks to school with a harem of dudes every morning. It doesn't make any sense. Wait, actually, the first time we saw her, she looked pretty uncomfortable for the attention. She also mentioned her other self in one of her earlier messages. I don't think she's just role-playing. She might really have multiple personalities. Is that because of her power, or was it like that from the start? Well, whatever. That's not really important right now. Gotcha. Text it is. Truth is, there's something I'm planning. I need your help. I decided to tell her everything through text. I explained that I want Senpai to join our group, but that if she does that, her former comrades in Rig Veda will probably turn hostile towards her. I go on to say I don't want to put her in danger, so I'm thinking of infiltrating Rig Veda instead. Or that I'm looking for proof that Ghost is behind the petrification incident, so I want to pretend to be their comrades for a while. Would you be willing to help me? I throw in that last message at the end of my long explanation. Just as I'm about to tell her she doesn't need to reply right away and that she can take her time thinking about it, she sends me a response. On second thought, I think we should talk over the phone. I might not be able to communicate too well, but can I call you? I guess that she means she trusts me a little bit now. Consider telling her sure, but then I decided it'd be faster just to call her myself and hit the call button. Bring my phone up to my ear. The ringing noise continues. She's not picking up. Still not picking up. I think she's gonna answer with her other personality. Ring finally stops and I hear someone on the end of the line. The faint sounds of breathing tickles my ear. Oh, she didn't. Okay. Mush mush.
こんばんは、ミーミです。
O genki desu ka? Suddenly feel like apologizing. Am I really that scary? Wait a sec, does she even recognize my name?
新見かけるです。空の兄の。
ニミさん。はい。高坂です。
すみません。朝はちょっと態度が悪くて。
いえ、当然だと思います。私たちがその妹さんをごめんなさい。やっぱりうまく。
I mean, she's definitely going faster. I'll say that. There's an improvement here.
大丈夫です。ゆっくりでいいですよ。
And then Kakuru's like, don't worry about it. Take as much time as you need. Compared to her. New sprite, guys? Oh, okay. Already I'm liking Kousaka better. Look at this precious face, guys. It's almost like childlike, but she's not a child, you know? It's very adorable. I love it. I don't know. Am I gonna simp for Haruka? Fricking this game. I can't. Voice isn't shaky as before.
はい。大丈夫ですよ。本当ゆっくりで。
いえ、今のは心配してくださって。
Gosh, she's actually talking quickly. Look at this, guys.
ああ、 こっちの都合で先輩を危ない目に遭わせるわけにはいかないので。空も妹もかなり怖がってましたし、先輩は現状維持が安全だと思うんです。
はい、そんな気がします。
だから俺が飛び込んでみようと。魔眼の俺たちは石化のアーティファクトのことをそう呼んでるんですが。
So we call the petrification artifact, by the way. Yeah, I mean, that is kind of an okay plan, I guess. I'm sorry, I was just looking at her eyes. It just looks like a pool of water with the moon shining in it, and you can just, like, see the stars up above. Very captivating. I mean, I've seen her eyes multiple times, but I don't know why I'm just thinking about it again.
リグベーダに魔眼のユーザーがいる確信がいや予感があるんです。その証拠を俺は掴みたい。これ以上犠牲者が出ないようにしたいんです。そのためには先輩の力が必要です。どうか手伝ってもらえませんか。
二人を紹介はできます。
はい。
でも二人が新見さんを受け入れるかどうか。
Oh yeah.
一応そこは考えてあって、先輩の力って魅了ですよね。その反応違うっぽいですね。
そうですね。でも近いことはできます。
ですよね。だからその手で行こうかと。
Okay, so it's not quite charming people. Is it something to do with, like, amplifying feelings they already have? So I feel like to a certain degree, Kakuru was maybe already a little bit infatuated with her empress. So I'm wondering if maybe she just amplified that. So like that little bit of like, oh, I kind of like her, you know, she's kind of hot, I guess, but just amplified that to 100, right? And so like he was like getting controlled by her almost. I wonder if it has something to do with that. I'm not sure.
私の力で新見さんを仲間にする？
そうです。それならいけるんじゃないかって。もちろん先輩が協力してくれるならですけど。
明日とか。
明日？はい。
二人と会いますか？
はい。
ごめんなさい。急ですよね。
I'm not sure how I feel about this. We'll see.
いえ、全然大丈夫です。先輩がいいのかなって。
はい。協力します。したいです。もし二人のどちらかが
She's actually talking normally.
事件の犯人なら協力をしないといけないんだと思います。人を殺すようなそんな力の使い方はよくないと思います。だから
It's happening, guys. I'm sorry. I let you guys down. But I'm liking Haruka way more now. Way more. Haruka is adorable, guys. Why did you not tell me that she was so cute? What the heck? Like, look at this face. How could you not like this face? Okay, adorable. I don't know. I might even like her more than Miyako, and I really liked Miyako at first. Now that she's actually talking normally and she's making all these cute faces, I'm like, oh, it's hitting me, guys. It's hitting me.
大丈夫ですか?
I didn't think it would happen. First episode, I'm already starting to simp for Haruka. Absolutely terrible.
ごめんなさい。話しすぎて、あと緊張で限界が。
はい。
We'll see if it lasts.
協力ありがとうございます。お大事に。
Crap. Senpai hangs up in the middle of her coughing fit. I never imagined the same girl who acts like a domineering queen in public would be so timid. She said she wasn't good with guys, but feels more like she's not used to talking to people, period. Still don't have a good grasp on her personality, but there's one thing I can say for sure. She's not a bad person. At least that's what my instincts are telling me. I'm sorry I wasn't very articulate. I'll message you again tomorrow. Good night. I text Senpai good night and set my phone on the table. Tomorrow, huh? This is a pretty rapid development, but at least things are working out. All that's left is to hope they buy our story. Need to find proof that Ghost is the Evil Eye's user. Ideally, I'd like to find out what the Evil Eye looks like. That way I can use Kujo's powers to steal it. I'm still confused. Like, we haven't seen someone else's artifact in a while. Like, we don't really know what it looks like. Is it literally their eye? Like, is it something to do with it? Is it a contact? They're wearing contacts. Or glasses or something. Who knows? I just hope things are going as planned. I mean, it's probably not glasses. What day are we on now? Is this the 27th? 27th. Okay. And we are in the schoolyard. After school, I wait for Senpai in the courtyard. Anyways, guys, I'm going to end it here. We are about at the hour mark. I think this would be a good place to stop. And we're about to have a big event coming up. So I know y'all have been wanting me to play more of this game. Here you go. I've been playing more, I promise. I am enjoying it. And apparently now I like Haruka. That's shocking to me. Okay, it's shocking to me. But she's definitely a lot better in this one. I will say that. I feel like I'm meeting her for the first time. Like, I'm meeting her as a new character now. Because it's like, it's just such a different change. Now she's actually, like, making sentences. She's not talking two words per minute. It's nice. It's a lot better, and it makes her a lot more of an enjoyable character. So I'm excited to see where they're going to take her in this one, and how they're going to collide together with Kakuru. Because it's interesting, because it's almost like you're dating two different people. You got the Empress, and you know, you just got regular Haruka, right? It's very, very interesting dynamic. So I'm a lot more excited for this one, I will say, than Sora. Sorry, guys. I'm just how it is. Okay, just how it is. But yeah, I mean, I see what you guys mean about Miyako being kind of like a boring character. So it's like, I feel like Haruka is a lot more interesting. So we'll see. We'll see. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed that, and I will be seeing you in the next part of episode 3. I can't. It feels weird saying episode because like this is an episode, and I'm making an episode of an episode. I don't know. Anyways, I'll see you next time. Have a good one.